Even though you think like, oh, it can like help you cope with certain stuff and other stuff like that, I think my mentality just like, well, even though like I want to push them back, I still think like it's my job to like be as a friend, a good person, like to tell them, yo, like this is not the right thing to do and all this. Obviously, like we live in an awesome city, awesome campus. You can like go anywhere and like just find alcohol and stuff like that. Um, I'm definitely not. I'm not gonna say I'm innocent about using alcohol, but I think I've definitely like done a pretty good job like telling myself no and when to not use it and stuff like that. So I think it's really important to know your limits and everything like that, especially like in a city like this. I think it's really easy to kind of just get yourself involved with the wrong crowd that can just like push you through to go do this kind of stuff. So I think it's really important for the younger people to like know yourself and know who you surround yourself with. I think for me, personally, I'm a really big advocate about that. I got four sisters, obviously, and I say I'm the only guy in my family. I'm the only boy. I think it's really important for me to stand up for them. I'll never want, like, I'll never want anyone's sister or friend or guys or girls or whatever like to go just through those kind of stuff. So I think it's really important for those people like to actually make the steps like report those kind of stuff. I think sometimes like they feel vulnerable like not to talk about it and they think it might be embarrassing. They think the society might judge them for like oh, it's your fault, this or that. But I think the most courageous thing to do is like reporting those kind of stuff. Like report like so that the person who did whatever thing to you to get in jail or whatever, but you just like need to put that outside to the public like, hey guys, like this kind of stuff going on around city, around our life, like we need to talk about it. And I think as an individual, as a human being, that's the right thing to do, even though you might think, oh, it's a sign of weakness or whatever, that this is real life. So I think you should really take the first step and actually talk about it. And as a society, as a culture, as my friend group and stuff like that, I think I've done a pretty good job. Just like telling people, hey guys, since I'm on the basketball team, like there's always image and like stuff like that around us, always views and everything. And I think we should definitely do a good job of like just be the positive outlook on the city. Like if we see something that's not right or what's going on around, we should definitely be the one reporting that. I think that just like shows other students and other people on campus like, yeah, we're just like you. Whatever stuff goes around the city, like, and if we have a chance to report it or help someone in a way, we're gonna know it. Like we're not just gonna shut up and dribble like a lot of people think just because we're athletes. I think it's really important that they know that, oh, we are on your side. Like we're not here to judge or whatever. Like we just trying to make a better impact on society. So I think again, as a culture, we should do a better job, like be outspoken, use our platform, especially athletes, like to talk about this kind of stuff and help someone's lives. I think a lot of people have this, I don't know, common knowledge or stuff that all athletes are always surrounded by this many people or girls, and that all they want is just sleep with a bunch of people and do drugs or like drink alcohol. And I think there might be some truth to that to some extent. I don't think our campus is really all about it, or like the people I surround myself are all about that. But there's some truth to that, and I definitely think it's the wrong message. As an athlete, I don't think we should um, pride ourselves up to like, I don't know, sleep with most girls or like use alcohol, like drugs or whatever. I think um, we just need to be better. I think society as a group should just be advocates for change. Accountability is like really a big thing in my life. I think I surrounded myself with great people, especially like when I know I'm about to mess up or like do something that's kind of like what the culture says acceptable. I think it's it's good that I have the right surrounding. Tell me, hey Charles, like this is what the culture said, but you can decide for yourself and step away from it. and I think I've done a good job myself as well. Just like trying to lead my friends or my other surrounding groups, like to tell them, hey, like this is the wrong thing to do. This might be good right now. Like you might get that, I don't know, like that good feeling, that joy and everything. But at the end of the day, like this might lead you to the wrong path, the wrong way, and stuff like that. So I think it's really important to stay accountable to each other as society. If you have a friend that you know is struggling through some stuff, you have family member, teammate, or whatever that you know you can help them, you should definitely like reach out to them, help them whatever way you can, and just keep an outlook, a bright eye on society, and just tell them, hey, you got your back and everything. Just keep them accountable, check on them. I think it's really important that we don't let ourselves close-minded as well, or just like close ourselves, because I think it's easy for athletes, especially like to just close themselves, like surround themselves just with athletes and stuff like that, like kind of be isolated from everyone else. But again, like be accountable that this is, yeah, y'all are the most visible guys in society, so kind of like represent the city like the best way you can. And are you gonna mess up sometime? Absolutely sure, but again, be like that bright side for society, tell them, hey, this is wrong. What, like, if you see something going on and you know it's wrong, like you should definitely step in and say something. You might not like be the most intimidating person, like strongest, and like you might not go out and like, hey, try to separate whatever's going on, but you have a voice, you have a platform, you have, I'm sure everyone here have cell phones, you can do anything you can to prevent whatever is happening. And I think that will definitely help. Just keep accountable to each other.
Awesome.
I think the first thing to do is probably just talk about more this kind of stuff in classes. This semester I have the chance to be communication 215. I think it's about community identity and stuff like that, and it really helped me to I think more open and talking about drugs, alcohol, sex, like in our culture and stuff like that. What's acceptable, what's not acceptable, talking about consent and everything like that. I think it's really important. So I think it should definitely start with you to educate yourself about what's wrong, what's right, and all this kind of stuff. It all it takes is just one person to make it another different. I think from like by me being here today, I think it just shows a lot about my character and what I want, like to like what I want the city to perceive me as. I think it's really important to be again a bright light for the city. I think I know I've been petty about that, but I think it's really important.